This is big breaking emergency news. Over 14,000 people are being forced to evacuate right now. This is another evacuation that's happening in Nevada. This is on top of the evacuations that are happening in Southern California. Now we have evacuations as well in Northern Nevada, and over 14,000 people outside of Reno have been forced to leave their homes right now, and the situation is spreading and getting worse. So let's get into the details here really quick, guys. Please just hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos a day, keeping you guys updated on all this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out, right? So right now, people are being ordered to evacuate in between Carson City and Reno, Nevada. This is being issued by the authorities. It's being reported that a major fire has popped up at the northern entrance of Lake Tahoe State Park, and the highway, Interstate 580, between Carson City and Reno, Nevada, has been shut down. So these two cities aren't that far apart, and the park is kind of in between them. And the main road connecting these two cities has been shut down from this massive fire. And over 14,000 people have been evacuated. Schools are being shut down. And also, tens of thousands of people do not have power right now as well, too, from this fire. So it's another fire. And we also have reportedly over 50 different fires in Idaho. I'll get some more details on that in just a second. It says here that this fire is happening in the Washoe Valley. This is at the north entrance of Lake Tahoe State Park. And it says updated mapping shows 4,703 acres are burning right now, and 600 fire personnel are on the scene. It says the fire held in most areas overnight, and wind gusts are expected on Monday. Fire officials said the fire held in most areas overnight, but more gusty winds are expected. The fire broke out near a campground at the Lake Tahoe State Park at around 2:30 p.m. And the evacuations have been issued for St. James Village, Galena, an area south of the Mount Rose Highway, according to the Truckee Meadows Fire and Rescue. The Washoe County School District canceled all classes in the district for Monday as well. It says on Saturday, the fire led to a de-energizing of around 18,700 Nevada Energy customers to prevent any possible ignitions. Power remains off as of Sunday in the area south of Mount Rose Highway. All right, so tens of thousands of people have their power off from this as well, too, from this power, and it's not even from the lines being damaged from the power or from the fire. That is happening, but the power companies are coming in and preemptively shutting off the power in certain areas. All right, so this is what's happening right now outside of Lake Tahoe State Park, right in between Carson City and Reno. This is a fairly populated area, and that's why we're seeing over 14,000 people being evacuated. All right, so what's going on with these fires? There's a ton of fires going on. We're also seeing, check out this screenshot here. This is from today, Monday, September 9th. All right, check out these fires from Idaho and Oregon as well. They are insane, the number of fires. I counted personally. Every single little fire you see on this map is a new fire. There's over 50 different fires in Idaho and over 40 different fires in Oregon right now, right? How are this many fires breaking out all at once? It's insane, the amount of fires. And they're all over the states. Both of these states are being blanketed, and Nevada is right there. It's not far either. And it says here that here are the biggest ones in Idaho really quick. The Wapiti Fire, 116,000 acres. The Goat Fire, 6,000 acres. The lava fire, 30,000 acres. All right, there's over 50 different ones in Idaho right now. In Oregon as well, the Rail Ridge fire is 135,000 acres in Oregon. So these fires are devastating. And just the sheer number of them, what's going on? These can't all just be accidents and just mistakes. Somebody accidentally starting a fire. They're saying this one was at this campground, so maybe that's what happened at this Reno one. But how are there so many in Idaho and Oregon right now? What's going on here? All right, what do you guys think? And let me know if you're in the area what the smoke is like. The air quality levels in this part of the country are really bad, and it's also blowing eastward as well and blanketing other parts of the country too right now. So let me know down below if you're seeing any smoke from these fires. All right, and what do you think is going on? Here's a update from the local news from this Davis fire that's happening in Reno right now.
They smell the fire and they're going back up to the Virginia Road. Stay safe.
Horses running away from a wildfire, as you see in this video. This happening in Reno Saturday evening. Smoke from the Davis fire can be seen in the distance. Now, this massive wildfire burning between, like I mentioned, Reno and Carson City started Saturday afternoon. At last check, the fire covers 6,500 acres with no containment. At least 20,000 people have been forced to evacuate. NV Energy says it has de-energized some of its equipment to prevent additional ignitions. It's cautioning its customers in the area to prepare for prolonged outages.
All right, so they're saying these outages could go on. This report's even saying up to 20,000 people are under evacuation orders, and 14,000 have already evacuated. All right, this is a live situation happening in San Bernardino, California. It's right up on the city. People are saying the air quality there, I broke that story yesterday. This fire has been encroaching on the city, and now it's been declared a state of emergency in California. You can check that video out I posted yesterday if you want more information on that. But check this out too. This is also what the local news is reporting on for Reno as well.
Meanwhile, south of Reno, fire crews have downgraded the size of a fast-growing fire to about 7 square miles. But they are watching for winds today, and so far there is no containment on this one. The fire is in Davis Creek Regional Park and has already burned a dozen homes and businesses. About 14,000 people have been forced to evacuate their own communities.
So it's already destroyed a dozen homes and businesses as well too. So these fires are a real threat. They're destructive. And these 14,000 people, they have homes. And their homes are under threat. And we've seen all these crazy fires just wipe out entire neighborhoods. Like in California. Okay, these fires a few years ago in California where the entire homes were just burnt to the ground. There's nothing left. Burnt to ashes. So we've seen Maui. Remember Maui last year? Devastating fires. They're still recovering from it. And they are still having barriers up all around the island, blocking people off. They're still not allowed to go back to certain areas of the island. So please just hit it up for me down there, guys, to help get these warnings out. I appreciate that. I will be keeping you guys updated on all these big things going on around the country because there's a lot of news happening and a lot of it is not reported on. So I appreciate you guys helping to get the word out. All right, so make sure you're prepared. Make sure you're ready. Have water too, because the power is cut off. These people, their well's not working. They might not be getting any pressure from their water either, and a fire's coming from their home, and you need water. You need to soak the area. You need to be soaking your home, and they probably didn't have time. It was probably happened so quick. This broke out over the weekend, and now there's mass evacuations. And make sure you have a plan as well to evacuate. If you have animals, if you have a lot of things you need to load up, have a trailer, have extra space, have a truck, have the cages ready, know what you're going to do, because it could happen quick. That's how it happens sometimes. You have to leave quick. You have 30 minutes, you have hours to leave your notice, sometimes even less. And you have to go, right? Sometimes the fire department shows up to your house and tells you, get out of here now, right? And a lot of times people have animals. They have a homestead. They have horses, chickens. We have tons of chickens here, right? I'm talking to myself here too. If we had a fire, it would be hard to get all these chickens out of here, right? It would definitely be I have cages I could put them in, but it would be a mess and it would take a lot of time, right? So just practice these things physically, especially if you're in these areas, and just run it through in your head too. Have a plan, figure out what you're going to do. And that video there, they were letting all the horses out, right? There were just dozens of horses just running away to Reno, through Reno, and they're trying to get away from this fire, because a lot of times that's just what people have to do. They just open the gates up for their cows or their horses on their ranch, and they just let them go, right? Because there's so many, they can't just round up all these horses, and they don't have enough trailers to get them all anyways at the same time. So they just open them up. So that's also what happens a lot of time there too. So just make sure you guys have a plan for yourself, for your family, and your animals, especially if you're out west right now. These fires are insane on the West Coast. What's going on here? So thank you guys. I hope you have big blessings for your life, your family. Hope you're staying safe out there. And I hope you have a big old blessed day.